And guys, this is where if you're in the get her back scenario, it can feel a little bit scary to be honest with your wife. It can feel a little bit frightening to talk to her about some of the things that have been going on with you, or some of the things that you might be unhappy with or dissatisfied with. The truth is, you're in this scenario because the marriage hasn't been working. It hasn't been working for her. Most likely it hasn't been working for you. And now you guys are finding yourself in the get her back scenario. It's okay to be honest about your own emotions, about your own thoughts, about what's important to you, what's on your mind. And nice guys don't want to do that. But see, your wife wants to hear that from you. She wants to know, who are you? Who is the true person behind that facade of niceties? And I think about all the research that they've done on attractiveness. So they've done tons of research on determining what is the single biggest human quality that determines not only sexual attraction, but just attraction overall, and it's self-confidence. Mm-hmm. Self-confidence is the ingredient right now. It's the magic sauce that's gonna help you win the relationship back. But the problem is that you have all this anxiety, and anxiety and self-confidence are gonna work against each other right now, because your anxious mind is gonna cause you to act one way that a self-confident person wouldn't do those same things. So if you're struggling with anxiety and it's keeping you from showing up as a confident person, which is ultimately going to be an attractive person, we want to really help you manage that anxiety and work through some of those anxious thoughts to help you become more self-confident.
A nice guy comes from a place of deficit. A confident person comes from a place of abundance. And we never teach our men to go and do the dishes nicely. We tell them to go do the dishes confidently. We don't teach our men to serve their women nicely, but to serve them confidently. This goes back to the video about confidence, going about the mindset of I confidently fill in the blank. And we start telling ourselves that self internally, that is when nice guy is gone and confident version of you come in. Because there could be this like blurred vision of like, okay, well, is that confident or is that nice? You could do nice things confidently, and that's an attractive man. But you can't do confident things nicely, because a confident man comes from a place of abundance and strength, while a nice man comes from a place of weakness. I really want that to be known, because we've seen too much of this stage of trying to win her back. What happens is when he comes back with niceness, she loses all confidence and all respect from him. And our goal is that we build a relationship where she respects you. And that just can't happen when you're Mr. Nice Man. It happens when you're Mr. Confidence and you come from a confident place.
And guys, one last tip before we end this video. I want to also acknowledge that there's a very slippery slope and a fine line between being confident and secure in who you are as a person, and then being aggressive or arrogant. A lot of times guys get that a little bit confused. Right now in your relationship, there is no room for being aggressive. There's no room for being demanding. And coming to the relationship not as a nice guy, but somebody that's self-confident, that's ultimately going to promote attractiveness inside your relationship, is not the same as being aggressive or arrogant. We want to come with that humble posture. This entire course about getting her back is about having a humble posture, having self-awareness, and this is just another layer of self-awareness, making sure that we're not showing up as a desperate, weak, needy, nice guy, but we're showing up as someone that says, I know my value and I'm here to offer it, but I'm going to do that in a very humble position.